incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Burrow points the target, and he has it over the middle. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
Here we go.
Burrow going to keep it on the sneak. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Mixon. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. Now it's Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
I can see Northern trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And some space here. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. Touchdown Bengals. Hayden Hurst, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one. But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills have taken the lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. McKenzie now to return it. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Like the stream, you to see it. I'm gonna do it though. I'm gonna do it out the stream.
Nah, I'm on the stream on this nigga. That nigga got cooked game 1.
Oh, you sent it again?
Yeah, I gave him another chance.
Alright, I'm out of I gotta tune in. I gotta get off here. I'm playing with
That nigga.
Yeah. Get out of here. in the backwoods.
That nigga. I'm about to put Fonto in this nigga. Not even the grabber. I'm bringing out the leaf.
That's the Soldier Boy tag.
Mm-hmm. That nigga is
That's the Wiz Khalifa tag. Leave my bag.
yeah, man. You know me. I mean, once I get in stream mode, it's up.
It's cold, but I might be drunk by the end of the night. I ain't got to go work.
Yeah, man, I'm about to do it again to him.
Give me a long break.
Another one. Yeah, man. My braids gotta stay fresh for like a month. I'm on the stream.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
Here we go.
Quickly to the air is Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. 11. Now it's Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They go play action with Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 28. Our first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Mixon is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
11 empty.
Burrow looking to pass. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst from 4 yards out. And the Bengals have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary to the 43, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Allen. It's complete to Cook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the company.
And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Mixing up the middle. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Here we go.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Once again, they run with Mixon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Burrow will throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line. Here's Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. And McPherson on for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. He'll get it inside the 20. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. His pass caught at the 4. And he's brought down. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. Singletary. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Again, it'll be Singletary. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills have come back to make it a 2-point game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now, they've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Burrow on 3rd down. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down. Pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This will be caught at about the 6. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Gun.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And it's caught. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Allen will try to throw for it. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just there, you know, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And that one complete once again to Higgins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
I'm one, ready?
Inside handoff to Mixon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Burrow. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. To wreak his usual havoc.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Touchdown.
Good looking, eh? Appreciate that. Appreciate the support.
And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. He finds his running back, Mixon, finding space at the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Gun. Stop.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Here we go.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now it's Burrow. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing what.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And the Bengals are right back in this football game.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Tyler Matakevich coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow, a throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And it's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your...
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. And just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception. And this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. Touchdown, Bills! And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the...
Yeah. It's different over here, boy. Real different.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, it's Allen. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
They'll give it to Mixon. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. Mixon again. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
You don't know the rules.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Allen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
That's how you shake up the interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run with Cook. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll look to run with Singletary. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Singletary again, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Bengals are going to get the football back. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there. Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow, open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. Finding room at midfield. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. McPherson on for the point after. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Allen going to throw. And Diggs has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. 13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. It's complete to Diggs. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 38 yards. And the Bills have cut it back within a score.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 13-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it to Mixon on the check down. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Burrow, he's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, 40 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. McPherson now for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Allen. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're
Here we
searching
go.
for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Here's a give to Mixon. And he's got room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 19 and a first down. The contact on that run came pretty early. Nice job just to push forward and get some extra yardage. Good gain.
It certainly was because the initial contact did not signal the end of the play. His mind, his body, his legs said keep turning forward, and he gained more yardage.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Here we go, here we go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow, wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown. Hayden Hurst with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here.
Ready?
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. He's got the hook up with Diggs. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
On third down, Burrow. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
On one, ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
11 MP paint. 11 MP paint.
Burrow will throw. And this one too low. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let him go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. To the air again, Burrow. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 44 yards out, left hash. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And part later, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Bengals drive about to get going. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. After the pick six, here's Burrow again. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Brought down by Ed Oliver.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. Now it's Burrow. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I'll agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. First down, here's the run with Cook. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Allen. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Cook up the gut. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes, because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a
mismatch in that area.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Here we go, here we go.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm one, right?
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slow them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Again, it's Mixon. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 60 yards rushing for him now to this point. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
1st down. Here's Burrow. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
11 mighty.
It's Mixon on the counter. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
11.
Here's Burrow. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. important fourth-quarter miss as this stays a three-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a three-point game. They get a drive, put it through the post. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Allen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown, Bills. Isaiah McKenzie, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
Little salt, little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
Here we go.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
11.
To throw, Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they looked like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Buying time to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And unable to connect. It's incomplete. And the clock stopped at 8 seconds.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert by 20 there on 3rd and 1. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments.
You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
That nigga T trash. Yeah, I unmuted your ass. I'm talking shit now. Yeah.
NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Into the air right away is Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Allen now looks to throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And again, it's Allen. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Now Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They run here with Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Burrow on play action. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's the linebacker, Madden Milano, getting up and stopping him for a loss. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Mixon with a first down carry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Another try for Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Joe Mixon taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bengals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Finding Knox there, complete. 30, past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into the starter's blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Inside handoff to Mixon. And some room to maneuver. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 25-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On two, ready?
Back to Mixon on first down. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And this is Cook with a grab. Touchdown! James Cook, 28 yards. And the Bills have broken the tie. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
11, Thomas.
Now Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Kaiir Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take over at their own 41.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 1st down, Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
The extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive, there he hits the reliable target. Just a gain of a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
empty.
Now it's Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Tre'Davious White with a pick. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, Let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
Here we go.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. And now here is another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. So after the INT, it's Allen. Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
21 been here.
Oh, sorry about that.
I'm looking for the 50-piece on a small fry, bro.
Yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Allen will try to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Allen now on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
12.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow going up top. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 72 yards. And the Bengals get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. He's got it at the 2.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the last time out, they had the good drive going to get in the red zone. They throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up. You end up throwing a pick. Everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out. I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless, too.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 38, Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back.
And now here's another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
The extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll set up to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Here we go.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 2. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
First down. Here's Burrow. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. He'll throw from the gun. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. From just shy of midfield, Allen. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown. Dawson Knox, 49 yards. And the Bills have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. A solid stiff arm. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Now Burrow on first down. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays.
Here we go.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. And Burrow going to throw again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jamar Chase, 42 yards. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got it. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills are an extra point away from going up by 30. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
Here we go.
From midfield now, Burrow. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Again, it's Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. The 20. 5. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner, hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And now the Bills will bring the offense out onto the field and go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defense.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trey Flowers picks it, and the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but got to put those doubts to rest right there. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go.
2nd and goal from the 1. Burrow going to keep it himself. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. So Allen's going to look to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.